talk about this book and take it sort of around the world with me to various launches and events in Madrid and Granada and London and Portugal and throughout the US. And it had the effect that I was hoping it would have, which is, as I was reading some of the stories in the book, people started thinking about their own stories. You know, what am I grateful for? What are the traditions I value? What are the wisdoms that stay with me? And that's what I was hoping, you know, to just stir people's own memories of the things that they value and that are important to them. And so this year, I decided to launch a journal. It's called the 30 Days Journal. And inspired by the book, there are different sections on gratitude, traditions, wisdoms, inspiration, reflections, and there are prompts. So the idea is you take 30 days, whether it's the 30 days of Ramadan or whatever 30 days, answer a prompt each day. And by the end of those 30 days, you'll have your own book, your own collection of memories that are important to you. And I think that's, for me, it's the most important thing that we have, right? Is our stories. It's what makes us who we are. It's what gives our life meaning. It's what, it's the reason that, you know, the legacy that we want to leave for our children, our grandchildren, our families, for the world. It sort of asserts the fact that we were here, that we mattered, and that our stories mattered. And for me, it's very important to communicate that you don't have to have extraordinary stories. I mean, the story that I just read is such a simple, ordinary story, but it's a memory that's important to me. And I think it communicates such a beautiful aspect of my dad's personality. So that's really what this book is about and what it's for. It's for those everyday, ordinary stories. So for example, in the first section on gratitude, the first prompt is write a letter of gratitude to a friend or family member, and if you can, read it to them. And, you know, I've asked my kids, now they're much older, it's harder to convince them to do the things that I would like them to do, but they did agree to write in their journals during this month. And my son, who's now 20, he wrote such a beautiful letter to his first friend when they were 4 years old. They went to Montessori school together, and he took this opportunity and this prompt to really convey why their friendship is so meaningful to them. And I think it's so beautiful, and it's something that he will now have, you know, in his journal, and this friend will have. So another question is, what's an aspect of your personality that you're most grateful for? What mistakes or failures are you grateful for? And then it continues, the next section is on wisdoms. What's a wisdom you've learned from your own life that you'd like to pass on? Of course, what's one piece of advice that you would give your younger self? What life lesson did you learn the hard way? And then it goes on to traditions. What's one of your fondest childhood memories? What's a family recipe that brings back happy memories? And on it goes. There's kindness, and there's inspiration, and there's reflections. And so, you know, again, I think we always think we're going to do this at some point, some other time in our life. We'll sit down and write stories that are important to us. And this is just kind of an impetus that do it now. You know, take this moment and give this gift to yourself and to your families.